Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. Hey, if you enjoy the stories on my channel, please consider subscribing. Your support keeps me going and I appreciate every single one of you. Now let's dive into today's story. I knew I was crossing a line long before it happened. My instincts warned me, my conscience begged me to stop, but I ignored all of it. Still, nothing could have prepared me for the moment I slid the hotel keycard into the door and pushed it open, only to find my husband standing inside. Marcus, my husband of 9 years. The sight of him knocked the breath out of me. It began 6 weeks earlier. From the outside, our marriage looked rock solid, steady, mature, dependable. And that was exactly the issue. We had become predictable to the point of numbness. Every day felt like a copy of the last. Work, dinner, bed. No spark, no excitement, no effort. I kept telling myself it was just a phase, but deep down I felt myself fading. Then I met Julian. He was part of the marketing team we had partnered with, confident, attentive, effortlessly charming. When he talked to me, he actually listened. He made me feel noticed in a way I hadn't felt in years. It began innocently, quick coffees after meetings, late-night messages about work that slowly drifted into personal conversations. I kept insisting to myself it was harmless, even though I knew it wasn't. One Friday evening, I ended up sitting in his parked car outside the office long after everyone had left. We were laughing, talking, and then out of nowhere he leaned across the console and kissed me. I pulled back, breathless, telling him I was married. He nodded and said softly, "So am I." We sat there in a stunned silence. I could have walked away then. I should have. But I didn't. We met again the following week. Different cafe, different street corner, pretending we were being subtle. I told myself I was trying to figure things out, but the truth was, we already knew exactly what we were sliding into. One night, after Marcus went to bed, Julian sent a message that made my stomach twist. Booked a room. No pressure. Just talk. I typed no, then erased it. I typed sorry, erased that too. And eventually I typed, okay. The day of the hotel meeting, I told Marcus I had a women's networking dinner. He barely looked away from his laptop to acknowledge it. A tiny part of me wished he'd question it, ask something, notice something, but he didn't. I arrived early at the hotel. Expensive scent in the air, dim lighting, velvet everywhere. My pulse was racing. I kept telling myself I wasn't going to do anything. I wasn't going to cross the final line. I just wanted clarity. I wanted something. I took the elevator to the 7th floor, walked to room 712, and pressed the key card to the lock. And then the world flipped. It wasn't Julian inside the room. It was Marcus. He stood near the window like he had been waiting for hours. His face was blank, calm, but his eyes were full of pain I'd never seen before. What are you doing here?" I whispered. He didn't answer right away. Instead, he motioned for me to sit, the way someone might gesture during a negotiation. My legs felt weak. "I've been tracking everything for a month," he said quietly. "Not your steps, your messages. Emails. The hotel reservation. I came to see if you'd actually show up." My throat closed. I tried to speak, but nothing came out. "You did." Those 2 words felt like a blade. I sat because my knees wouldn't hold me. Shame, fear, guilt, they tangled together until I didn't even know which one hurt the most. I don't know where to start," I whispered. "Start with the truth," he said, his voice cold but steady. So I did. I told him everything. About Julian. About how I felt invisible. About how I let myself drift too far. I told him I hadn't slept with Julian, but I wanted to, and I knew that was enough to destroy everything. Marcus listened without interrupting, then walked to the door. "Marcus, please, don't walk out like this." "I'm not leaving." His voice was flat. "You are." When the door clicked shut behind me, it hit me full force. I had walked into that hotel thinking I was about to cheat, and instead walked into a reckoning. Marcus didn't contact me for 3 days. He stayed with a friend. I stayed home, drowning in regret. Every time my phone buzzed, I hoped it was him. It never was. Then one evening he came home. He looked different, harder. Like something in him had broken and then reformed into something sharper. "I talked to Julian's wife," he said. My heart dropped. "What? Marcus, why? You had no right." He cut me off. "Did you have the right to betray me?" Silence. Heavy, suffocating silence. "I don't know if I still want this marriage," he said. "But I'm not making that decision yet." He laid out conditions. Therapy, complete distance from Julian, full transparency, passwords, location sharing, all of it. It felt humiliating, but I agreed. Because despite everything, I still wanted us. In counseling, we unraveled years of neglect, how I pulled away emotionally and how Marcus disconnected physically. We both drifted long before Julian appeared. One day in therapy, I finally admitted what I'd been afraid to say: I thought you didn't love me anymore. Marcus looked at me with tired eyes and said, I didn't know how to show it. But I never stopped. I just didn't deserve what you almost did. Julian tried reaching out once more from a different number, just a simple, I miss you. I blocked it immediately. It's been 8 months since that night. We're still together. Still healing. Some days we feel like strangers rebuilding something from the ashes. Other days we laugh again, genuinely, like we found pieces of what we lost. We leave little notes on the bathroom mirror now. Silly ones. Sweet ones. Honest ones. I told Marcus I'd never forgive myself for what I nearly did. He shook his head and said, I'm not asking you to forgive yourself. I'm asking you to remember. And I do. Every single day. I never expected my husband to be the one waiting in that hotel room, but maybe, in some twisted way, it saved us. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.